Hi everybody, welcome to PokeFan. With the release of the most recent Lost Thunder expansion, it made me start questioning, wondering what would it take to complete any one of the expansions, especially given that the Lost Thunder one was so large in comparison to Dragon Majesty. And so what I did is I started looking at all the cards we collected, the number of different booster packs we'd opened, and in the Dragon Majesty set, and started doing some statistics on it and seeing with the frequency that's given what are the likelihood of completing any one of the sets, particularly the one for Dragon Majesty. I also, if you want to take a look at our completed set, have a link down below where you can take a look at our fully completed Dragon Majesty collection. Also, I will be taking a look in the near future at the probably in the next video of what it takes to complete the Lost Thunder set as well and compare it to Dragon Majesty. Anyways, so what I've done is I've compiled all the data, I've created a spreadsheet and a little graph to show what it takes to complete Dragon Majesty collection. And so that's what we're going to do right now, is take a look at that.
Okay, so here is the spreadsheet that I created for our Dragon Majesty collection, and a little background information before we get into the numbers. First, I did not include any of the regular energy cards as part of these numbers. Also, none of the reverse holo cards were included towards the statistical total. Of course, I did include the prism cards, which you can see listed there, but they came from the reverse holo slot of the pack, so I did not include them in the statistical average for the rest of the cards. With that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at what we came up with. We opened 8 Elite Trainer boxes, 2 of the Premium Collection boxes, 4 of the Latios and Latios Pin Collection boxes, for a total of 112 packs for 1,008 cards total. Within the Dragon Majesty set, there were 27 unique commons, 19 uncommons, 10 rare holos, 2 prism cards, 6 GX, 6 full art, and 8 secret rare, for a total number of 78 cards in this set. But you can also see that we opened a total of 560 commons, 336 uncommons, 67 rare holos, 27 prism cards, 22 GX, 10 full art, and 13 secret rares. That of course left us quite a few duplicates as we opened all these boxes, and the numbers are rather large, so I wanted to get a clearer understanding of what was going on, so I took an average of what we had within one Elite Trainer box. And I chose the Elite Trainer box because it has 10 packs within it, whereas the Pin Collections only had 3. And we're going to go forward assuming that you're buying Elite Trainer boxes, because if you're only getting 3 packs in a box, you're really leaving a lot up to chance of are you getting a good box or not. Whereas if you're opening an Elite Trainer box, it gives you a better average. You'd have to open a lot more of the Pin Collections in order to get a statistical average. You might get lucky and open better cards, but you also might have poor luck and get none of the good cards from the Pin Collection. So with that being said, let's take a closer look at what one Elite Trainer box might have on average. Now every single one of them, having 10 packs, of course would have 50 commons, 30 uncommons. We found that we averaged 6 rare holos, 2 prism cards, 2 GX cards, a full art, and a secret rare. Now sometimes we ended up with more rare holos and fewer of the full art and GX and secret rare cards, but it ended up averaging out to these numbers here. So the question then becomes, how many Elite Trainer boxes do you need to open in order to have a complete set? Well, as we take a closer look at the rare holos, if you were to open one box, you're going, as we said, on average get 6 total unique cards. When we opened our first one, every single one was a unique card. So there's a pretty good chance that you're going to get 6 cards the first time you open a box. But as you start to open more and more boxes, you're eventually going to duplicate cards that were in the previous box. And it's going to follow a statistical curve that's going to be hyperbolic in nature, and you can see what that looks like there on the chart and the graph that I put on the screen here with the chart of the rare holos. And you'll notice that as it gets closer to 10, the total number of rare holos in the set, it takes more boxes to open. First box, 6 unique cards. Second box, we had 3 or 4 duplicates. I think in my instance we had 4 duplicates the second box, but then by the third box we had every single one of the rare hollows. Now, if you have a little bit of good luck, you can probably get it done in 2 boxes, but if you have a little bit of bad luck, it could take you as many as 4. But on average, it looks like it probably would be 3, and that matched up with what we had in our experience. Moving on to the GX cards, we typically found that we had 2 in each one of the boxes, and when you open your first box, chances are they're both going to be unique cards. You're not going to duplicate, but it's going to follow the same hyperbolic type of curve, and so it's going to take you probably at least 5 boxes to get to the total of 6 GX cards. A little bit of luck, you might get it in 4. A little bit of bad luck, you might take 6. But on average, you can expect to have all the cards by the 5th or 6th Elite Trainer box. Now, moving on to the full art, you can see there's only 6 cards in the set for that. And there was, usually we found 1 full art in an Elite Trainer box. So going down the list, you can see that the first 2 or 3, you probably are not going to get a duplicate from the previous box. However, by the time you get to the 4th or 5th one, there starts to become a chance of getting a duplicate. So, following the same type of statistical curve, you probably will not get all 6 of those cards until you open 10 Elite Trainer boxes. A little bit of luck, you might get it sooner, but on average, it's going to take 10 or 11 boxes. And that follows along with our experience. In opening all of the boxes, both the Elite Trainer and the Premium Collection boxes had 10 packs in them, and after opening a combined total of 10, we did not get every single one of the full arts. We came up short on 1. And so this kind of matches what this chart and this graph are showing you. So you can expect to, with a little luck, you can get it done in 10, but there's a chance you won't. Moving on to Secret Rare, same kind of curve. Here we see that, again, we averaged 1 Secret Rare per box, and there's being 8 of them in the set, it took a little more to get completed than the full art did. We found that after 8 or 9 boxes, we had all but 1 of the Secret Rare, and by the 10th one, we still had not gotten that last 8th Secret Rare. If you look at the chart there, you can see that statistically, you probably are going to need to get at least 15 boxes to guarantee, or at least have a really good chance of getting all of the Secret Rare cards. And that matches up with what we did exactly. We ended up with having to buy 1 of the Secret Rares on the internet. Ended up with 5 duplicates on those, and that matches almost exactly with what you would expect looking at the chart here. We did a little better. I think we got 3 of the gold Necrozma cards, but it was that was a very unlikely occurrence. It was actually the second pack we opened was that gold card, and then we got 2 more towards the end as well, but we didn't get the one we actually needed, and so I ended up just going and buying the full art and the Secret Rare card that we needed to complete the set, because I didn't feel that it would be wise to buy 5 more Elite Trainer boxes just to have a good chance of getting the last 2 cards we needed. So what does all this mean looking at those numbers? Well, we were able to buy our Elite Trainer boxes for under $35 a piece, but they ranged anywhere from $35 to $40. So if you figure $35 on the low end, you're going to need to buy at least 10 and have some luck in order to complete the entire set. Well, that's $350. I went to tcgplayer.com and looked at their spreadsheet, their database of all the different cards in the Dragon Majesty set and what they were costing to buy if you went and paid for them each individually on average online. Found that they estimated the cost would be somewhere between $250 and $300 to buy each card individually. If you were to try and buy 10 boxes, you're going to spend at least $350, maybe as much as $400. So clearly it's less expensive to buy each card individually instead of trying to open the packs. Now, that being said, it's a lot of fun to open booster packs. It's not as much fun to just go buy the cards online. So I think if we were to do this again, probably would not buy quite as many Elite Trainer boxes. I probably would only buy 2 or 3, maybe 4 at the most, because it was kind of fun and the kids liked opening them. The box that comes with it for the cards is pretty handy to have, and with 4 boxes we would have had almost all, and with a little, I think we might have actually gotten all 6 of the GX cards after our 4th box. I'd have to go back and look at what we actually did. It was the 4th or 5th boxes when we got them all. So that would have meant that all we'd have to do is just buy the full art and secret rare cards that were coming up short. And so in the future, that's probably what we would end up doing, is I'd figure out how many boxes we would need to get in order to get at least most, if not all, of the GXs, and then purchase what we need from there on.
Alright, well, hopefully that was some helpful information, and you can use that to help you decide the best strategy for completing your Dragon Majesty set. Also, make sure you leave a comment down below. Let us know if your Elite Trainer box is matched up with what ours found. Also, tell us what you think of this video, and hit subscribe so you can keep up with some of the different things that are going on in the PokeFam. We'll probably be doing analysis on each of the different sets as they're coming out. I found this kind of fun to do, and hopefully you'll like it as well. Well, that's it for now. Make sure you hit subscribe like I said, and keep up with our PokeFam, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.